Tech execs plead guilty to running infrastructure for elderly scammers. Former CEO Adam Young, 42, of Miami, and former CSO Harrison Gevertz, 33, of Las Vegas, both pleaded guilty this week to a misprison of a felony charge, meaning they knew a crime was being committed and concealed it rather than reporting it. Here's the scheme. Between 2017 and 2022, their company, CA Cloud Attribution, provided telephone numbers, call routing, call recording, and call tracking and call forwarding services to customers they knew were running tech support fraud scams. India-based call centers would place deceptive pop-up ads on victims' computers, fake virus warnings, then direct panic users to call a number. From there, scammers will remotely access the victim's computer, steal sensitive data, and extract hundreds of dollars for fake tech support services. Young and Gevertz weren't passive bystanders. Court documents show they advised scammer clients on how to suppress fraud victim complaints, help clients avoid account termination by telephone providers, facilitated buying and selling of fraudulent call center infrastructure, continue providing services despite repeated complaints and law enforcement inquiries. Now, I'm going to stop it right there because if any of y'all have been following us, y'all know a couple years ago we talked about the movie The Beekeeper. Mm-hmm. This is literally what happened in The Beekeeper.
The Beekeeper was so good.
And then if you're on YouTube, you can watch Scammer Payback, or the other dude was like Kit Boga or whatever his name is. All they do is find the fake Indian call centers and
expose them.
BSM, let them remote into their own remote server and get on and put like viruses and stuff on that thing and try to crash the whole operation down. So that's all they do if you want to learn more about that. But the FBI's Boston division called their conduct downright despicable and noted that tech support scams cost Americans $2.1 billion last year. The investigation began in 2020 and also led to the conviction of 5 India-based telemarketing fraudsters. Sentencing is scheduled for June 16, 2026, with a maximum of 3 years in federal prison and up to $250,000 in fines. This one matters for a reason. Beyond the crime itself, these were C-suite executives at a legitimate-looking tech company who built the backbone that allows scammers to prey on the elderly, vulnerable people, and drain their life savings. They weren't the ones making the calls, but they knew exactly what the calls were for. That's the infrastructure layer of cybercrime that rarely gets talked about. Every scam operation needs phone numbers, routing, tracking, and somebody sold it to them. Now, 2 of those somebodies are headed to sentencing. More should follow. And not only that, we always talk about ethics. We always talk about ethics in cybersecurity and why it's important, why is it needed. And the people who are interviewing the people, they don't even have themselves. They're taking advantage of that. Like, of all people, Italy, why y'all them scams Sally Mae?
Bro, I just, and like, because, I used to work in the financial sector, it's so sad. I used to work in the financial sector, and I also used to work with the more vulnerable population, like doing home health care work in college, and it's just really sad. They're easy. They're easy targets because at the point in life where they're at, no one really cares anymore, and that's why they're easy targets, because they don't have kids in their life that are educating them about this, or grandchildren, or, their peers are older and they're susceptible to the same things. But it's so evident and clear on why they're so vulnerable, because they just don't have that knowledge or community that, like, a lot of older people, kids don't come visit no more. Like, they don't, when they're at that home health care phase, sometimes the kids don't come visit. If they're a very close-knit family, the kids do come visit, and mom is on game, dad is on game, about those are like, they actually sit down and have dinner and have conversations to talk about things like that.
And while we're on it, we should start a nonprofit for elderlies.
We can.
To do cyber awareness for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be fairly easy because, I know sometimes, like, I think the library and stuff, they do things like that, but
a lot of the facilities have, directors, programming that come in to keep them busy, because not all of those facilities are they incapable of taking care of themselves. Some of these are just retirement communities, and they do have people come in to have conversations and kind of keep the juices flowing.
Yeah. No, but
I have a place we can go.
Where?
First. My cousin is the activity director at a place here in this area. Let it out.
Say it again.
My cousin is the activity director at a retirement community, and they are very able-bodied, and so that would be a great place for us to kind of pitch and have some initial conversations too.
Yeah, and then right now we can just tell the elderly people, like, my grandma, she'll unplug the whole modem. No internet.
I taught my grandma how to screenshot and how to forward messages. So like anything that she gets that she's questioning, she sends it to me, and she's like, she don't even say nothing, she just sent it to me. And I'm like, nope, that's fake, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. So a couple things. Microsoft is too big of a company to say you got a virus. It's not going to pop up
individually.
It's not going to pop up on like your website or whatever you're browsing on the web. It will come from like Defender or something, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to take care of it in the background. If you don't know what the numbers is to call whoever, you can always Google like the actual number. If you have a pop-up asking you like input bank details or go get a gift card, call your bank and ask them about whatever you see on the thing. Always trust but verify. Verify with whoever say that they need the info. Verify with them.
And you can always hang up and call back. Like you can always, if it's an emergency, you hanging up and calling back, they're still gonna get you to the right people, and you still go. So like, don't allow them to prey upon the feeling that it's time sensitive, because if you hang up and call back, it's still time sensitive, right? You're still handling business timely, but they do prey upon that, and also. There's the scam where they pretend to be like somebody that you know that's in need. Hang up and call that person. Actually, hang up and call that person. Like if I call and I'm saying I'm your grandchild, hang up and actually call your grandchild, or their parent to figure out if they actually are in need, because they can spoof any number.
Yeah, for sure. And then also, I hate to say this because they can do deep fakes and stuff now. However,
that's where it gets nasty.
If you do not hear an American accent on the other end, and you hear like a whole bunch of chatter in the background, it's a call center, hang up.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Hang up.
There's no risk in you hanging up and calling back. I've had the bank call me to verify transactions, and I'm hanging up and I'm calling back just to make sure.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Don't let them remote into your computer, because what they're going to do is they're going to put some spyware or type of virus or something on your computer.
I will say this. Nobody has business remoting into your computer as a single person. Like, the only people that should be remoting into your computer are, like, your job.
Well, no, this is their personals.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody should be remoting into... There's no need, if there's something actually wrong with my computer as a consumer, and this is my personal device, I am responsible for going to pay to someone to get it off. Mm-hmm. They don't remote into your computer. I don't know about a service that you can pay for where they're just like, yeah, I got it, let me just remote into your computer. Now, if you work for a place and this is their device, that's a different story. But like personally, nobody should be remoting into your computer. Point blank, period.
Yeah. They just don't understand a lot of stuff because, like I said, I used to work. Think about it. I used to support the screeners.
Yeah.
The TSA. Some of these people didn't even know, like, hey, I'll be like, open up, Microsoft Internet Explorer. What's that? So not only that, working at a deficit of, like, in order for some of them classes to be effective, they need to have a foundation test like, hey, what do you know about computers? Mm-hmm. Hey, this awareness class is for people that knows this about computers. You need to take computer basics one-on-one at the library. Yeah. So now you're not trying to understand everything we're talking about, and it'll be better for you. So they need to just make like curriculums for old people. Mm-hmm. And
it's definitely an understocked population, 1,000%.
Yeah, because they're getting a lot of money from them.
Because like, if my grandma ever think again she finna get a free iPhone, that's what's taking me out. I said, girl, do you know how much iPhones cost? You is not getting no free iPhone. It don't work like that.
Yeah, for sure.